What's up, YouTube? Today we're just basically going to talk about how to quote a property. So let's say, for instance, you had a park, a mobile home park. Say you had a subdivision. Say you had an apartment complex. We all know that these properties are pretty big, so you would go on the per acre quote. Basically, I would charge per acre. So I will ask the property manager or the person in charge of the property, how many acres is this property? If they give me a number, say, well, this property is 10 acres. Let's use 10 acres for example. So you have apartment complex or a mobile home. This is different. Apartment complexes, you're going to have a lot of sidewalks, flower beds, hedges. It's a lot of landscaping going on, a lot of more detail work. In the trailer park, it's going to be different. Just going to be mainly just cutting the open area and around the buildings. It may don't be too much landscaping going on inside the trailer park. So that's different. If you're doing a park, that's different. If you're doing an open field, that's different. So each one of them are 10 acres. The price is going to be different for each one. So you can't charge the same price I cut an open field of 10 acres for the same price of me cutting an apartment complex that's 10 acres. That's two totally different prices. The apartment complex is going to require more manpower, more supplies, more time to get it right. And you're going to have somebody to come check it to make sure everything. You're going to need herbicide. You're going to need hedges and trimming and take away garbage and paper. Well, in the big field, I could just bring a couple mowers out there and just mow it down. It's a difference. And the time is going to be way quicker cutting that big field than serving this 10-acre apartment complex. You're going to have small areas. You might have to use 3-4 different machines to get in certain areas. Maybe a pond or a ditch. Anything in an apartment complex besides this big field, or so forth and so on. So when you're going out to quote these properties, you need to take all that in consideration. How big is the property for one, and what type of obstacles you're going to run into while you're mowing this property. How many men you're going to need out here while you're mowing this property. So I always go per acre. I like to charge anywhere between $100 to $250 per acre. It depends, but at least you got a starting range anywhere from $100 to $250 per acre. If it's 1 acre and you got a nice machine, you can mow that acre in 40 minutes. 40 minutes is done. It really don't take that long. But if you got that same property and you got a lot of obstacles, sidewalks, areas that need to be weed whacked, hedges that need to be trimmed, weeds that need to be pulled out of the flower bed, branches that need to be raised up, it's different. Your time is going to be different. So just keep that in mind, man. Whenever you out here quoting on properties, quoting on jobs. Now, I can't really tell you how to do like neighborhood properties. I think like residential is really going to depends on what type of service you're going to provide. I know a lot of people like to charge for like small yards, like $35, $40. But if you got 100 of them, you're doing them in a week, that's still $4,000. So it all depends. So I'm just giving you some little advice, some little tips, how to go out and quote these properties. And my main thing is, man, charge per acre. If it's a half an acre, you bust the number in half. And they kind of keep you in the same playing field, So me, $100 to $250, your price may be different. Make it happen or you cap it.